Hey, future global achievers, planning to study abroad, land your dream job, or move overseas? Then you already know. English proficiency is your first big step toward making that dream real. Today, we're diving into one of the most debated topics in the study abroad world: IELTS versus Duolingo English test. IELTS, the classic gold standard trusted by universities and immigration bodies worldwide, versus Duolingo, the modern, affordable, and fully online challenger shaking things up. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one suits your goals, your timeline, and your budget, so you can start preparing the smart way. And remember, if you want to test your readiness before the real exam, you can take a free mock test on Mockmaster anytime. Plus, explore Australia's expert-led IELTS and Duolingo prep courses to make sure you're exam ready from day one. Let's jump in. Let's begin with what each test is really designed for. IELTS, or the International English Language Testing System, is considered the gold standard for English proficiency worldwide. It's jointly managed by the British Council, IDP, IELTS Australia, and Cambridge English Assessment, and is trusted by universities, employers, and immigration authorities across the globe. Whether you're applying for higher studies, a professional job, or permanent residency, .IELTS has been the go-to choice for decades. Now, Duolingo English Test, or DET, is the modern alternative. It was developed by Duolingo Inc., the same company behind the world's most popular language learning app. Unlike traditional exams, it's 100% online, quick, and affordable, designed to make English testing accessible for everyone. All you need is a laptop, webcam, and internet connection, and you can take the test from the comfort of your home, anytime, anywhere. IELTS, on the other hand, is more formal and structured, requiring a valid passport and a minimum age of 16 to appear. So, right from the start, the difference is clear. .IELTS is the traditional, globally recognized route, while Duolingo is the fast, flexible, and budget-friendly alternative for test takers who value convenience. And if you're still unsure which suits you best, try a mock test on Mockmaster. It's a great way to understand your skill level before investing in the real exam. You can also explore Australia's IELTS and Duolingo courses to get personalized guidance for your preparation journey. Let's get practical. Talking about time, money, and convenience. First, the cost. IELTS is considered a premium exam. In India, fees usually range from Rs 17,000 to Rs 18,250, or around $200. Duolingo, on the other hand, is extremely affordable at just $59, or roughly Rs 4,100. That's almost one-fourth the cost of IELTS. Next, duration. IELTS is a more comprehensive assessment, taking about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Duolingo is much shorter. You can complete it in under an hour, including a brief video interview and writing sample. Now, results. Duolingo is impressively fast. Scores are typically available within 48 hours. IELTS computer-based results usually take 3 to 5 days, while paper-based results can take up to 13 days. So, if you're short on time or budget, Duolingo is the faster and lighter option. But if your goal is formal recognition worldwide, IELTS still holds the edge. Here's a tip. Before you decide, take full-length mock tests on Mockmaster. They replicate the real exam experience, help you manage timing, and give you confidence so you can perform at your best on test day. Here's where the tests really show their differences. The test structure. IELTS evaluates each of the 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, taught separately. It's structured, academic, and in-depth, designed to give a comprehensive assessment of your English proficiency. Duolingo, on the other hand, is adaptive. The difficulty of questions changes automatically depending on how well you answer. The better you do, the tougher the questions get. Speaking is where the contrast is most obvious. In IELTS, you speak face-to-face with a real examiner. This conversational format builds confidence for real-life interviews and professional communication. In Duolingo, you record your responses via webcam, and your answers are reviewed by AI and human evaluators. It's fully remote, so there's no live interaction. So, if you prefer human interaction and a real conversation, IELTS is ideal. If you want a stress free, at home experience, Duolingo is the perfect fit. Here's a pro tip: to discover which format suits you best, practice both speaking styles with mock tests on Mockmaster. It's the easiest way to simulate real test pressure and gain confidence before exam day. Now let's talk about scores and global acceptance, because this is where most students get a bit confused. IELTS uses a band scale from 1.0 to 9.0, while Duolingo scores range from 10 to 160. To put it in perspective, a score of 120 on Duolingo is roughly equivalent to an IELTS band 6.5, while the maximum score of 160 corresponds to an IELTS band 9, which is considered expert level. Both scores remain valid for 2 years, giving you some flexibility in planning your next steps. The real difference comes in where these tests are recognized. IELTS is accepted by over 12,000 institutions worldwide, including universities, employers, and immigration authorities. It's mandatory for many visa and permanent residency applications in countries like the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Duolingo, on the other hand, is accepted by around 4,000 institutions, mostly in the US and Canada for student admissions. However, it isn't yet widely recognized for most immigration or work visa applications. So, if your main goal is university admission, Duolingo can be a good option. But if you're aiming for immigration, employment, or long-term global opportunities, IELTS is the safer choice. One way to prepare effectively is to start by assessing your current level with AI-scored mock tests on Mockmaster. And if you're aiming for a high IELTS band, structured guidance from One Australia's expert coaching programs can help you achieve your target faster with proven strategies and personalized support. So, which test should you choose? Well, it really comes down to your goals and priorities. If you're looking for a quick, affordable option and prefer taking your test from the comfort of home without worrying about scheduling, the Duolingo English test is a perfect fit. It's especially convenient if you're applying to universities in the US or Canada that accept Duolingo scores. On the other hand, if your goal is immigration, global recognition, or you want a test with a face-to-face speaking component to practice real-world fluency, IELTS is the way to go. It's a trusted, standardized exam that's accepted almost everywhere worldwide. No matter which test you decide on, consistent practice is what will really make the difference. Platforms like Mockmaster let you take AI-scored mock tests that replicate real exam conditions, helping you track your progress and boost confidence. And if you're aiming for guaranteed score improvement, One Australia's expert-led coaching programs provide structured guidance and strategies to help you hit your target. If this video helped you decide which test fits your journey, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell us which test you're planning to take. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and remember, every great result starts with smart preparation. Start your first mock test on Mockmaster to simulate the real exam experience and take your skills further with expert IELTS guidance from One Australia. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.